had a tough beginning. It was a shotgun marriage, you know. We didn't get along very well. We were kind of thrown together. But I think the thing that changed everything was how quickly the ratings were off the charts. You know, by spring, 9 months into the show, we were #1, and #1 in a big way. And I think then we realized that no matter what we did, we weren't going to get away from each other. And now, all of a sudden, you're going to get a lot of money thrown at you, and your life was changing. And I think that was something that changed both our viewpoints, that we had to understand that we had to throw our best efforts into being a team, and I think that's what we did.
I like the '96 Yankees too. I think that was important. Mike and I were in that studio every night until midnight.
That was a lot of fun.
When the Yankees won a World Series out of nowhere, I took the anti-Yankee stance, as I always would. Mike was a great Yankee fan, and nobody thought they'd win. So you had a tremendous championship out of nowhere. You know, they were down in a lot of those series, and we're on every single night. You get 50,000 people walking out of Yankee Stadium, putting on their radios, and there's Mike and Chris.
I think there's always a time where you get to a place and you start to think of things a little bit more in historical terms. So they have become kind of the central office for sports history right now. That's kind of like the place where sports documentaries are listed and chronicled. So I thought being asked from that standpoint was an honor, and Dog wanted to do it, so I said, yeah, let's do it.
100%. And when they ask, I think you have to do it. Plus, enough time had elapsed since we had split up in 2008. Plus, we knew both producers well. Mike knew Foyer well. Shaker lives in my hometown. Yep. So you put everything together. Now, I don't think they thought they were going to get an hour out of it. I thought maybe they'd do a short film thing. And I told them, guys, you can't do Mike and Mad Dog 20 years in 10 minutes. And they convinced ESPN to do it in an hour. Good afternoon, everybody. How are you today on a Tuesday here in New York City?
When we're together, it's just like it always was, you know.
We've actually spent a lot of time, more time in the last year or so than we had in the previous period.
In the beginning, when we split up, you know, there was
a couple of years, nothing.
The first couple of years, we didn't see each other. But after that, it's been fine. You know, we don't see each other all that much, but we text once in a while back and forth. And
I remember, though, the one time I was driving home, the spring of 2009. We left in 2008, and Mike called me on the way home, and he gave me a rundown of the New York sports. Girardi, they wanted him out of town. You remember that? And we had that. We did an hour show together on the way home, because we hadn't done a show together in such a long time. So Mike and I did an hour show together talking sports on the phone, and it was the best hour we ever did in our lives, and nobody heard it.
We could start at 1 o'clock today and do a show to 6, and you'd never know that it was any change.
I killed Betances.
That's it. Could have been 1998. It could have been 2004. It'd be the same as it always was. I'm Mike Francesa.
Christopher Russo.
Coming up July 13th, 8 o'clock, our big documentary.
Looking forward to it. ESPN's 30 for 30 series, Mike and the Mad Dog.
Yeah, be there.